What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secret, and today we are definitely going to be doing another unpopular opinions video. So I was going to talk about products that I was not interested in buying, let's say like the Rode eye mask. I will do like an anti-haul later on, but today I decided that I wanted to do just unpopular opinions, some new kind of fashion news, and just kind of talk about things. Maybe you do know them, sometimes you don't. And I know a lot of you guys like the opinions that I talk about things. Thinking about what do we think of my hair. So right now I have it super slick back. I'm not sure if I want to have like a lower fade because that's what I was having, but now I'm at the point where I'm kind of growing it out. The only thing is, like, on the top I think it looks fine as far as the length. I'm just basically working on growing out the sides because that's where I struggle the most to style it. So definitely let me know what you think of it, because I feel like I'm in this new era. I feel front lobe developed recently, and I've just been kind of being a go-getter. I've been waking up like at 5, 6 in the morning, going to Pilates, yoga, reformer classes. I'm not there to do a berries class yet. I feel like that's a little bit too rough if you've ever done a berries class. I've done solid core a few times, but I'm not there at berries or like maybe like these like boxing classes and stuff. But you know, I'm kind of getting there, but the girlies are here for me. They do love me and I do appreciate that. Like I said in the last video, some of the background may be changing. I ordered a new vanity, so that's a little bit on back order. So the view will be changing a little bit in the following few weeks, so stay tuned for that. So without further ado, estoy hablando un chingo. Let's go ahead and get started with unpopular opinions, and if you agree or disagree, leave them in the comment section. Sprinkle sprinkle. So the first one that we're going to be talking about is Set Active. So if you don't know, Set Active is a workout brand. It's more like one of those like popular like Park, like it's one of those brands that is more like social media. Like if you see it, you're like, I know that you're on TikTok, I know that you're on Instagram, I know that you're like one of those like girls that are on social media that's trying to like keep up with the trends and stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because that's definitely myself. Set Active is basically a workout brand. We are obviously in the month of October. What is October? It is breast cancer awareness month. So anyway, so they so Set Active have a limited edition drops. Like, you know, when the drop is over, this is it. We are not rerunning it. And so there's this thing called pink washing, when you want to, you know, support breast cancer, or you want to capitalize off of the pink color for breast cancer awareness. So they ended up doing this you know, this drop, right? And people kept then, you know, that they were going to donate to Susan G. Komen, which is a whole other conversation for a whole other day. And they basically, people on the comment sections were asking, you know, how much percentage are you going to be giving to, you know, Susan G. Komen? And the answer is 2%.
Surprise, surprise, Set Active and their founder and CEO, Lindsay Carter, is embroiled in another scandal. Today they dropped their breast cancer awareness collection, which was like a few pink pieces. They are donating to Susan G. Komen. They had posted about it for a few days leading up to it. If you know Set Active, you know that they don't do a huge runtime in between each of their drops. So it was only like a few days that they had like changed over their logo, or like their profile picture on Instagram, had been teasing the collection, have been posting and emailing about it. But in all of that marketing material, they didn't say how much they were actually donating to the foundation. And people were leaving comments like, oh, how much of the proceeds are going to be going to Susan G. Komen? They hadn't said explicitly up until today. Today is drop day. They finally commented back and said that 2% was going to be donated, which is crazy in and of itself. So people started responding, being like, 2%, that's not even sales tax, like percent is nothing, like everyone go actually just donate straight to the source, like you don't need to buy another like activewear set. A lot of scathing comments. Then Lindsay Carter goes on her broadcast channel, and she's kind of notorious in my eyes of being defensive about the company. She founded it herself, like is very proud of being like a female entrepreneur, like all that stuff, whatever. She deserves her flowers in those regards, but the way that she responds to crisis is not good. So this is what she said when those comments first started coming in about the 2%. I've seen some comments about us only donating 2%, and I want to be straight with you guys that 2% is over $10,000 going directly to Susan G. Komen. I'm really proud of that number, and here's why it's 2% and not 20%. Running a business costs money, like a lot of money. Production, materials, labor, shipping, marketing, keeping our team paid, all of it adds up fast. Our margins aren't what people think they are. Aside, I just don't believe that, because their sweatpants are like $100 and they don't have pockets or a drawstring, so like the margins can't be that small for you to not be able to donate more than 2%. Anyways, We could have done a bigger percentage and made this a one-time thing, or we can do 2% and actually sustain our ability to keep supporting causes that matter. We chose sustainability. I'd rather give what we can responsibly than overcommit and not be able to do it again. $10,000 is going to research, support, and programs that save lives. That's not nothing. If you're upset about the percentage, I get it, but we're doing what we can while still being a functioning business, and I'm proud of what we're contributing. So you tell me how you think that read, but I thought that read very defensive and snarky, demeaning, as if we don't understand how businesses work and that businesses need to make money, but like, you're pinkwashing at this point if you're saying that the whole campaign is around donating to breast cancer awareness and then you're only doing 2% and then you're coming on and being really defensive about it and saying that our margins can't handle it. Anyways, so that's one thing. Then she comes on a few hours later and she posts a story that has the black text and white writing, so I already knew that something was happening. She says, I want to take a minute to reflect with you guys about our breast cancer awareness drop today. We made a poor decision with the initial 2% donation, and I'm committed to making it right. Here's the honest truth. We got caught up being cautious about sustainable business operations, and that clouded what should have been our priority, meaningful giving. We were moving too fast to realize that at some point along the way, we weren't centering the cause how we should have been. The moment pre-orders opened and I saw your response, I knew we had to do better. I immediately pulled an emergency meeting with my brand and finance teams. Evidently not her PR team, because they would have told you not to have posted that other message. I'm proud to share that we've since increased our donation commitment to $95,000 and are expanding to support MetaViver and additional organizations doing critical work. The criticism that she called out that 2% as pinkwashing, I hear you. That feedback pushed us to realign with our values immediately. Sometimes you need that outside perspective to see where you've lost the plot. Running a sustainable business matters, but not at the expense of making real impact when we have the opportunity. We found the balance we should have struck from the beginning. Thank you to everyone who held us accountable and to those who showed up for this drop. Your support is what made it possible for us to step up in a bigger way. Which is a fine response if that had been the only response, but the fact that she was so defensive from the jump and was like, 2%'s enough, guys, now is saying, oh, thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. I totally did not bite your hand earlier when you had mentioned it to me. It's just giving weird vibes. I had already sworn off not buying Set Active stuff a while ago. I used to be a big fan. I used to be the #1 fan. I used to tell everyone about it. I want to give away from them. I used to love them so much. And ironically, I actually did buy something from this collection because I had reward points, but I was just kind of waiting for the right collection that I felt like I wanted to support, and this felt like the right one given the good cause. Now, of course, it's embroiled with this controversy because it was only 2%. Now they're raising it. They found $85,000 more to donate, apparently. It's just all a little strange, and I just feel like her real colors end up bleeding through and showing a little bit more. And it's just so unfortunate because I feel like it does have the potential to be a really great brand, but the way that they've handled a lot of situations now and in the past just don't.
And so basically everybody on social media was in a huge uproar, huge deal, huge drama. And I think for me, this is like unforgivable. First of all, I'm not going to sit here and lie. In the last 2 years, I have had a few people very close to me have to deal with breast cancer, and it has not been like an easy thing for me to process. Especially these people have been, these women actually have been some of the most nicest, kindest, beautiful inside and out people that I have ever met. And it actually made me very emotional when I saw, you know, when they told me what they were going through, because it's not something easy and it takes a few days for me to process things as the Virgo that I am. And so I think 2% is basically a slap on the face, and I think the cap was 10,000. So basically a lot of people were complaining on social media, and so the founder came up and said, you know what, we're going to be donating $70,000 to Susan G. Komen. And then people were still upset, as they should, because you are only donating $70,000 because you got caught and you got all this PR nightmare because people were up and roar. 2% is nothing. If you're going to be donating to breast cancer, I think for me the percentage should be 25, 30 and up. I think 25 is the bare minimum, and 30 is and 30 and forward is a lot better. But you know what? There's other brands like Gorjana, Dana Jewelry, which is a jewelry that I used to sell back in the day, is giving 50%, and most of their items are under the $300 price point and $100,000. So there are so many other brands. I know Ulta is really big on doing like the breast cancer awareness thing. They always have that beautiful catalog. I don't shop at Ulta as much, but I do remember when I was younger, that was something I was looking forward to. And there are like another more beautiful brands that contribute more to breast cancer awareness, more than 2%. So for me, my thoughts and my opinions is, first of all, this founder has always been very problematic, but 2% is a slap on the face. I've had Set Active things in the past, like, you know me, like living and, you know, living between Houston and here, I kind of lost a few things here and there. Like, I basically bought a pair of Mason Margiela sneakers, like, for my birthday, and I don't know where they're at. I'm pretty sure when I stopped at Buc-ee's on the way driving back to Dallas, I left the door unlocked, and I'm pretty sure somebody opened it and grabbed them. But anyway, but I've had Set Active things in the past, but it's no longer a brand that I'm going to be talking about. It's not a brand that I ever talked about on YouTube just because my branding is not athletic wear. You know, now I'm kind of trying to deepen more into lifestyle, but I'm not like known, oh my god, he has the hottest workout clothes. You know, we talk about handbags, we talk about high fashion, we talk about Kate and Tim and Tory Burch, okay, you know. But Set Active, unforgettable. I'm not here for it. Very disgusted. The second thing I want to talk about is another thing on social media that people have been talking about. It is bringing a Birkin to dinner.
All right, so I've come to the party to join the discourse about bringing a Birkin to dinner. So I saw the original video, and it was this girl, basically the short version is she was kind of like, you know, tearing somebody apart for bringing a Birkin to dinner, like it's their only bag, a sugar daddy bought it, something like that. Which, you know, bad energy, right? And then I saw this girl, Blake, who I follow, and I'm gonna tag her here so you can go watch the original video, but she was talking about like, yeah, her mom would take a Birkin to dinner. She has a lot of other bags, but she likes a big bag. So I wanna kind of like weigh in. And I think this is totally true. Like, some people like a bigger bag. I do like a big bag. And it's not like this is my only bag. I have small bags. I have exotic small bags. It's not the only, you know, one in the show for me, but there are times where I just think she's beautiful. It's a box Birkin. It's a 30, yeah, but I chose the 30 over the 25. I was offered both and I liked this. The second is sometimes I'm running around during the day and I'm not like, oh, let me transfer everything. I'm like, I'm on the go. Like, I'm hot and I'm busy. I'm gonna take this bag with me. Maybe I have things I'm bringing my girlfriends. Like sometimes I pick stuff up, we go to dinner and I'm not gonna bring a shopping bag of stuff for them. Like I'll put little things in here. So anyway, like aside from all that though, I think that you can wear whatever you want. Like that to me is the other part of this where, you know, if you'd seen Jane Birkin, and I'm gonna flash a picture, she used to carry this like straw basket bag with her, like on red carpets with sheer sequin dresses. Like she didn't care. And today people be like, oh, I can't believe they're doing that. Why? If she wants to wear it, let her wear it. And Blake said it's so true. It gives this like mean girls energy. And to me, it's like, let's like hype people up, right? I think go out there. So I guess two things. One, like wear what you want. That's it. Wear what you want. If somebody doesn't like it, but you love it, you love your Birkin 30, I don't care if it's hot pink Togo. You want to bring it out to dinner, you do it, girl. Like your bag, it's a beautiful bag, wear it out with pride. Second, let's put positive energy out there. Like I challenge everybody, especially like on this app, say one positive thing to somebody in a day. How powerful is it to make somebody smile? When I get a comment that's like really genuinely nice, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. That's really great. Because we don't come to expect that as much anymore. So I think, you know, it's not just about a Birkin, it's about everything. Like wear what you want, don't be a hater, put good energy out there. I say this all the time, like it's on the tag on my page, like good vibes only. But yeah, like let people live. Okay, that's my 2 cents.
It's a bag, bitch. Relax, okay? I can't believe you. The energy that you feel right now, one, it's leather, it's a bag, it's made to be repaired, it's made to be worn. These are dump bags, they're beater bags, bitch. You use them, okay? Some of you act like it's like a child or something. It's a leather bag, honey. Get over it. Use the bag. Like, it pisses me off. It literally pisses me off because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a bag. Like, there's literally people losing their lives, getting separated from families, like all this other shit, and you bitches are losing your minds over a stupid bag? Over a stupid bag? Do you know how ridiculous you look? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, there's actual real things happening in the world. You know, oh, a bag is a... And let me just, while we're here, the girl was right. The girl was right. You look ridiculous walking into a fucking... If I went to dinner tonight with this, you know what they'd be thinking of me as I'm walking in? Whose nanny is that? Or like, oh my gosh, I hope he gets wow, he has to bring his laptop and everything to dinner? I hope someone gives him a break. What, he's always working with... That's what it says when you have a freaking bag all the time, okay? Like, now this cute little situation, this is what you do for dinner. This is dinner appropriate. Do you understand? What's in it? Nothing of importance. I don't pay the top. Like, we've discussed this before, okay? Like, the hot girls know who have a little fuck you bag. Tiny, dinners are for being dainty. Like, I've said this before, okay? Like, I'm not, anyway, like, I'm over it. You know what? And those of you, if you want to wear a Birkin 40 to a wedding or something, I literally saw a woman do that. It was so embarrassing, okay? Literally, one of the parties for the wedding was like on like a rooftop of this restaurant. She's lugging around a Birkin 40. Do you know how heavy a Birkin 40 is when there's nothing in it? Heavy as fuck. Who's gonna be like, let me lug that around? It's embarrassing. What the girl said, it wasn't wrong. You may not like it. Let people do what they want. You know what? Yes, we are gonna let... If you want to wear a Birkin 40 to a wedding, and she wore it to the wedding too. Even worse, okay? If you want to do it, do it. Do it. I want to know. I want to see the girls and the women who think that that is the appropriate bag for a wedding. Actually, do it. Yes, queen, do it. Do what you want. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Oh my gosh, I have to go.
People are saying that, you know, people should be wearing, you know, I've seen a lot of people like over the summer where they have their weddings and they do like clutches. Some people wear Birkins, some people wear like, let's say a Judith Lieber clutch or Jimmy Choo clutches or whatever. And people say that Birkins are not dinner bags, are not bags to bring to weddings, that are not bags to bring to certain occasions. So for me, if we were back like in 2020, Sergio, I would have been like, no, I think like if you are going to a formal event, you should definitely wear, you know, a clutch. You should wear, you know, a beautiful clutch, and a handbag like a Birkin is not something you should wear. But, you know, my mentality has changed, and now honestly I can only tell people what they want to hear to a certain extent. My opinion is, and I still stand by it, is like if it were me, if I'm going to somebody's wedding, which I went to recently, it's either I'm wearing no handbag or I'm wearing a handbag, which I ended up wearing my Kogaya clear clutch because I felt like that was appropriate to wear. I felt like wearing my I don't know, my Bottega Vanity Bang Bang. I was too casual, or things I wear like to the bar. Like that's not something that I want to wear. I don't wear my Kogaya clutch that often, but that's just me though. But for me, honestly, people are uproaring, people are going left and right. The girls were fighting, and my honest opinion is I don't care. If you have a Birkin, if you have the money to pay for a Birkin, if you bought it, you got it gifted, baby, you better wear it. Maybe if you're pushing over a size 30, pues, you know, maybe that's more of a daily bag. But if you have an Hermes Kelly, if you have like a Birkin 25, I think you should wear it to dinner. I think you should wear it wherever you want. I don't care if you're taking it to McDonald's. I don't care if you're taking it to Wendy's. I don't think to get a 444 out the drive-thru. If you're taking it to a charity event. You know, obviously common sense, use common sense, but common sense is not that common for people. But honestly, people should just do whatever they want. And I think the people that don't have Birkins or don't have Kellys are the ones that are complaining the most. Because I hear other people that, you know, I've been hearing people just yapping, going back and forth. But honestly, guys, life is too short. After COVID, I think people just freestyle. Like, people don't really go into particular trends and styles as hard as prior COVID. I feel like people freestyle it. You can kind of see people's identity, which I actually really like. Like, if I saw somebody have more of a clutch, you know, maybe for dinner, like at a wedding, I'd be like, or maybe like a wedding, I would probably be like, oh my god, like she's more like dressed up. But I saw somebody with a Birkin that I would think that person's a little bit more casual. So you kind of see how you can approach different people. You know, different things give different statuses to certain people. So that's just kind of like my take on it. But I think you should be able to wear whatever you want, whenever. I mean, as long as you're looking good, you feel good. If you're deep inside, you're a good person. I think you should wear whatever you want to wear. Okay, that is my thoughts. That is my opinion. And I put that on Sprinkle. Next one is going to be another other unpopular opinion. And some of you guys may come for me, some of you guys may not. This one is the huge luxury unboxings of, like, let's say, TikTokers like Michaela or like Becca Bloom. You know, I'll put like a few videos right here so you can kind of know what I'm talking about.
So, I blacked out. Kind of bad. So let's do my biggest luxury unboxing literally ever. Literally feel like Becca Bloom right now. Let's start with Prada. In my shopping vlog, this was the bag you guys wanted me to get the most. And it was not a question. It was not a question. This is so sick. It is everything. I absolutely love it. I'm so into animal print right now. I wanted a more casual fall bag, and I absolutely loved this cargo style. Like, this is just very everyday on the go cargo bag, and the color is really pretty. I love that it has 2 straps. You can tell it will fit so much. I love the little side pockets on each side. Then we have this big box of treasure. I went a little crazy with the bags. Oh my God. The mini with the shiny black, oh my God. Like, I am gagged at how good Prada is right now. I love this. Night out with girls, oh bitch. Something else that sold me on this, as someone who loves to go to concerts, this is the perfect concert bag. Then I saw this one, oh my God. The pink. This bag is one of Prada's most classic, famous styles. I have it in black and white, but the pink I needed. A little backstory on this one. I knew about this bag, but it is from a previous season, and I thought there was no way in hell they would have it. All of a sudden, he brought this out to me. When I tell you my jaw fell on the floor, this is one of the coolest fucking Prada bags I've ever seen. I thought they would not have it because this shit sold out so fast. It is so sick. I feel so lucky to have this in my collection. I love it. These are the first 2 animal print bags I've ever purchased, and I'm so happy with them. I got 2 clothing items from Prada. I got this really comfy, casual, long sleeve sweater. This is a much thicker, heavier winter sweater that's gonna keep me very warm. Let's get into the shoes. Prada has extremely nice boots. Look at these. I already know I'm gonna get a ton of wear out of these. These are freaking sick. I have a very wide calf. I don't find a lot of boots that fit my calf, but this one absolutely does. Look at this thing. It's like a utility boot, bro. It's gonna be great on rainy, shitty weather days in the winter. Super cool. Absolutely obsessed. Then this is a sneaker. Really nice for fall. Anything that gives me height, I'm obsessed with. These are sick. I love the brown. They're literally gonna give me an additional 2 inches of height, and they're very comfortable. This is another boot. Look at this. Oh my God. These remind me of like a Doc Marten. They do have a zipper. I was amazed that these fit my wide calves, like hello, but they're so comfortable, and again, it gives me height. It would look so good with like a really tight pant. Last shoe from Prada, and probably my favorite one, and it's unexpected. These are a sneaker flat. Like, it's a flat, but it's a sneaker. And when I tell you this is the most comfortable thing I've ever put on my foot, I foresee myself wearing these a lot. Like, a lot, because of how comfortable they are. Great shoe for around the house or casual days. Next, I got a couple things from Miu Miu. I'm sure this is a bag that I gagged over when he showed me. It is so me. It is so me. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, it is beautiful. I cannot wait to use this for an event or a night out. Oh my God. Also got a pair of sunglasses. Something kind of different for me, the pink. How cool. They're very cool. They're very Miu Miu. Go with the sunglasses. Oh, there's a note. These are a little bit different for me. Oh my God. I love them. A pink shoe, a pink sneaker. They're sick. One thing I will say about most designer shoes is they are extremely comfortable. So these I already know are extremely comfortable. The note says, fingers crossed you move to NYC and can shop more often. That would not be good. Did get some clothes at Miu Miu. I'm gonna rapid fire through this. I got a New Balance little Miu Miu top and skirt. This is so cute. Are you kidding? I need to play tennis. Very soft, cute little shirt. It looks really good on. A little Miu Miu tank. I got this brown Miu Miu t-shirt. I got this little nude Miu Miu t-shirt. And I got this long sleeve cropped sweater. All for fall. This is so cool. I got the jacket to match the bag. Lastly, I got this pink Miu Miu jacket to match my pink Miu Miu shoes. I love pink. I'm literally just getting started. If you want to see Chanel or Louis Vuitton, go to Pat 2.
Gotta to stay hydrated for the amount of cardio I'm about to do.
Alright, a bunch of you guys were commenting on my last video about Becca Bloom, so let me do a breakdown of her haul. I guess she always does like these crazy ass hauls, but this is her most recent Hermes one. Oh, also one more thing before I start. The prices that it shows on the picture are in euros, so I'm gonna say the amount in dollars.
This is their new color
5,500,
cashmere t-shirt. It has this
1,872.
red Kelly in box leather.
So for this Cali bag, you obviously can't buy them on the fucking website, but this is a price that I found on another website. 27,269.
Jacket. These cute little heart buttons
5,265.
to match the blue vest. I already
6,084.
have my cool girl jacket. I think on you it has a very nice
8,307.
to match the turquoise
This one's already in dollars, so 1,450.
t-shirt as the white one.
1,872.
Black cashmere top again.
2,691.
Soft cashmere jacket.
2,223.
There's like 3 of the exact
526. Alright guys, so that brings the grand total for all these items to 63,059. Honestly, not gonna lie, most of the items that she got I actually really like, and it's actually pretty interesting getting like all the prices and shit. So let me know if I should make this into a series and who I should do next.
So basically, a lot of people on social media have been complaining about, you know, these, you know, influencers basically showing their lavish lifestyle, that we're going through a tough time in the economy, you know, X, Y, and Z. And my thoughts and my opinions on this is, first of all, I don't really like these two creators. These videos came across me as like videos like of people like screen recording and posting it on TikTok. So I don't care for Becca Bloom. I don't care for Michaela. They're not people that I personally watch. They're not somebody who I go and think that they have personal style. No tea, no shade. I'm just being real. But, you know, for me, I just don't care. I don't know why people are making it into such a big deal. Okay, if you don't like people showing a huge Chanel bag that costs as much as your car, you know, if you don't like it when people show Louis Vuitton jackets, then just block the creator. Just don't watch the video. If you're watching the video and you don't like that creator, you don't like what they're showing, you're obviously triggering yourself, and you're triggering yourself. So, you know, and you know, now that I like meditate and I go to yoga class and stuff, like, you know, just don't put that stuff in front of you. Put TikTok block, put not interested, and keep it moving. I don't know why there's this yip yapping. Yes, is the economy bad? Yes. Are people not being able to feed their families? Yes. But, you know, at the end of the day, life is not fair. You know, life is never ever going to be fair. Life is never to be played by the rules. And, you know, if they are able to buy it and they want to, and they want to show it on social media, I guess they can. You know, like I said, that's not my type of content that I like to consume or like to watch. Definitely not. But then that's why I have them blocked, because I don't like to see their content because it doesn't interest me. But I just, if you don't like it, just keep it moving. Just block that person, remove that person. And, you know, there's so many TikTokers or like Instagrammers and stuff. For a long time, I feel like blocking people was very childish. Like, you let them win or whatever. If it messes with my inner peace, if it bothers me, if I just feel like it does, if I keep seeing their videos multiple times and it doesn't go with, let's say, like my personal style, my beliefs, or X, Y, and Z, I just block the person and I keep it moving. But all these people complaining about them showing their wealth, that it's, you know, fucking disgusting or whatever, just don't watch it. I don't understand how hard that concept is. If you don't like it, then don't fucking watch it. Like, like I said, common sense is like not that common. Like, it's just really not. Like, I don't understand why people have to go, and you know, sometimes a lot of people, they rage bait. They make these videos so obviously they can get views, they can get likes, they can get followers, they can get subscribers. To hear your opinions on this Michaela, showing these luxury hauls, I feel like we're going back to like YouTube days, whenever people would come and attack Jaclyn Hill, or, you know, all these like OG luxury YouTubers for like showing off. I feel like it's kind of like the newer generation of like how we grew up, you know, watching luxury YouTube. You know, I remember watching Jerusha Couture and all these other, you know, YouTubers. You know, I feel like people, they got kind of hate, but I feel like the hate that these newer people generation get is like a lot more crazy. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that they shouldn't be showing? They should? I mean, if these brands are shelling out $100,000 to promote a mascara, let's say L'Oreal, and she wants to go spend the whole L'Oreal check on Newberry Street because Michaela's from Boston, then I don't care. I mean, you got paid, girls. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, go spend that money. Okay, you made the little video, you earned it, and I can't hate on somebody like that. You know, like I said, life is unfair, pero pues así es la cosa del mundo. The next one is going to be AI, and this is just AI in general. First of all, I don't use ChatGPT. I don't like to use anything AI. If I see anything AI on my TikTok or on Instagram, or I just block it. I know some people use AI, and I can see why it could be resourceful and why people use it to a certain extent. But when I'm seeing Jake Paul AI videos that actually really look like him, like they look exactly like him, apply makeup for funnies and jokes, I think AI is really bad, because you know, you have to use a lot of water for those data processing, you know, warehouses. And I think that AI is kind of bad for the environment. So if I could live my life with using AI the least, and you know, you could say, Sergio, well, you have Meta glasses from Ray-Bans and those have AI. Okay, first of all, I only use them to listen to music and take phone calls and take videos. Okay, I don't go and ask, hey Meta, what am I looking in front of? Hey Meta, this. I can see why AI could be good to certain people, but I don't go and ask AI like certain questions, like stupid questions, things that I can figure out myself in like less than 15 minutes. I don't like AI. I don't like the AI forceful. I don't like that it's being shoved down my throat. But this AI stuff is just, I'm not falling for it. I hate AI. Next one is going to be this Miu Miu X Wisdom drama. So there's this huge TikToker, Instagrammer. I think his name is Wisdom Kane, but I could definitely be wrong about the last part. But and who goes by Wisdom something. And so basically he did a $18,000, you know, Miu Miu haul. So he did an $18,000 Miu Miu haul, and he basically was unboxing everything, and he basically showed like a jumper, a very thin jumper, and like the zipper broke. And then he showed a jacket, and you know, it was buttoned up, and he was trying to unbutton, like the buttons came out, right?
The people at Miu Miu have sent me replacement items for the 2 items that broke as soon as I got home. I know I posted that video. I took it down because we were in discussion like, oh, we'll get you new replacement items, or we do a refund. And I was like, I really like the items, so I'll just get new replacement items. So here we have a new vest and we have the new sweater. And I'm making this video because if it does happen to break again, I have to have this recorded. Like, no, like it would just be insane for me to come back again for a second time and be like, it broke. So I don't think it will, but I'm just gonna open everything live on camera so you guys can see how it goes. The quality test, on camera Miu Miu quality test. All right, so we got the first jacket. The issue was the zipper, right? So I put it on and the zipper, like I immediately just went down, so let's see. All right, good, we've closed. Nice. Okay, nice. We'll pull. Okay, it's looking good. Pretend like we're about to put it on, right? Normal, nothing crazy, just opening up the jacket. There's no way, bro. This is unfucking-believable. There's no way it's broken again.
No, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it and I was like...
Mind you, I'm opening this up like regular, like you're about to, you know, you're gonna open it up to put it on. Like, I'm not doing anything.
I don't even know.
I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary here. And we got another button broken. This one worked. This one was fine. The zipper worked, at least for now. Who's to know how many trials and how many times I have to zip this up and down for it to break it? Because I didn't think it would break, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna post this. Like, surely I'm not gonna post this video. But now, that's crazy.
And he was basically saying that this is like really bad quality or whatever. And then he did a follow-up video, and the follow-up video was the exact same kind of plaid jacket, and it ended up popping off again. And the conversations was arising, talking about, you know, a lot of the times you are paying for a name and for, you know, not necessarily quality, which I definitely agree. I think my viewpoint, I think my relationship with fashion, I think my relationship with designer and stuff like that has definitely matured and definitely has changed within the last few years. You can definitely see in how I dress. I feel like even the way I speak, I feel like just the way I act, I feel like I kind of just grew up. My relationship with that is a lot more different. You know, I think in this current lifestyle, in my point, I cannot see myself shelling out $3,000 for a fabric jacket. Maybe a leather jacket, like my beautiful Kate jacket, but not for a fabric jacket. But it is true, a lot of the times you are paying for a name and you're not paying for quality. You know, I think that is definitely true, and it sparks the conversation that a lot of the times designer is definitely not worth it. and it's definitely better to be buying secondhand, most importantly, versus brand new. And I think he has every right to feel the way he has. Hopefully Mimi took care of, you know, his damaged jacket that happened twice. And it's crazy that it happened not once or two. I know Mimi's PR was like, oh my god, what is happening? But you know, I always now, when I look at things, when I shop for things, I definitely do look like at the sleeves, I look at the stitching, I look like at the leather shoe. Is the sole glued? Is it a wooden sole? The edging on a handbag, how is it going to wear over a long period of time? Because I'm somebody who can be sometimes rough with my stuff. So it sparked a conversation that not all designer is created equally, which, you know, if you've been watching my channel, we all know that's true. But, you know, it just opened a conversation to a newer broad of consumers, okay? Just because it says LV or CC or Dior, not saying that, you know, those brands have had quality issues that we're talking about right now, but we're just saying as a generalization, you know, just because it has a label on it doesn't necessarily mean you're promised quality. Next one, I'm not going to go into detail because it's going to be like an anti-haul, but I would never buy this bracelet to begin with because I'm not going to spend $10,000 on it. But it is a new Cartier Love Unlimited line.
As you all know, Maison Cartier had just released and debuted its newest love bracelet. Officially, its name is Cartier Love Bracelet Unlimited. And want to hear JD's first impression? Love it and genius. And of course, we're here to show you how they look on. Here she is. Oh, we love it. This is the 18 karat yellow gold color. And let us show you how to put it on. You push it down and then also you clasp it together and there is a safety lock. Oh la la, I love it. Seriously obsessed. And yes, you see it right. White gold and rose gold together. And this is why we love this unlimited love bracelet. You can literally unclasp and connect to a different unlimited love bracelet. We love the flexibility of it, and it's just really fun to connect and make your own look. And we love how the bracelet moves. There's the rose gold and the yellow gold. Let's try it on again. This is the 18 karat white gold. This is a size 17. Smallest is a size 15. We think this is a genius move because you can stack it just like the love bracelet. It has a very different twist to it. This shine, love it. Want it? Get in touch.
You know, I have a really bougie friend that I met in the last like 6 months. He's so bougie, but I love hanging out with him. And he basically is like, we went to the store and he tried it on, and I mean the bracelet looked nice. And so, but I just don't like it. I feel like it's not, because I've seen reviews. I was like, it looks like it's gonna yank your little hairs now. Now I don't really shave my arms. I kind of just let the hair be. I'll shave my legs, but on my arms, I just kind of like let them be. Unless if for Halloween, I'll probably have to shave my arms. But if I don't have to, I'm not gonna spend the extra time to shave my arms. But I'm just not a big fan of them, guys. Like, I don't know. I love the OG Cartier bracelet a lot more. The love bracelet, I think it's a lot more beautiful. I think it's a lot more classic, you know. But this new unlimited one, I know it's probably more for like the people that are already in their Cartier kind of like family, the people that buy a lot or that have a few pieces from the brand. But I'm just not loving it, and I'm not loving these $10,000 price points for them. It's a beautiful bracelet to a certain extent, but I just don't think it gives me that pizzazz. And like I said, now, you know, yes, I do dress very simple, and I'm kind of working my way into like my style. But definitely, if I'm shelling out that type of money for something, I want something unique. Like, if I were to spend $10,000 on a bracelet, I would probably get a bracelet that, like, I've seen those ones that move. I would probably put like Sergio on it, maybe with a little Virgo sign, and so when you walk, the bracelet kind of moves around. I want something unique. I want something that nobody's gonna have, or a beautiful pendant. Maybe not something super gaudy. Like, I don't ever see myself having like this big crazy chain. I like little dainty jewelry, like this little Roberto coin necklace that I've had for years. But I want, if I'm spending 10K plus, I'm getting something custom. I'm gonna get a beautiful custom pair of earrings. I'm not going to shell it out for that. And that's why, and I, you know, a year ago too, I remember I was at the Van Cleef boutique in Houston, and I was like this close from buying a Van Cleef bracelet, but something told me not to buy it. And I'm so thankful that I listened to myself. You always listen to yourself first, and because I would have not had, I would have probably given that bracelet to my mom. But I just think like my personal style and development is kind of showing. I love custom things. Like, I love my custom Golden Goose bag. I love like putting different laces and little beads on my Golden Goose sneakers. Like, I just love things that are custom. I think it gives more of your personality, and especially if you're spending more of that price point, I like things that people don't really have. And there's nothing wrong if you get something that everybody has, like, you know, let's say like a Tory Burch Miller sandal or Hermes Oron sandal. You know, those are classics. Those will never go out of style. I have both of them in my collection. But, you know, sometimes you do have to have that individuality in your wardrobe. And I think for me, I put those things that are like over 5K. I definitely do want it to have some sort of individuality to them, if you ask me. Next one is going to be this Cardi B album rollout. This is not kind of fashion related as well, but I did want to talk about it because I don't know, we can just talk about unpopular opinions. So this one is going to be Cardi B did a album rollout. She was to different cities, meet and greet, signing people's things. She was out in the subway like pretending that I need people to buy my album, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle, I need people to buy my album. Oh, she was like on top of a car, she's pregnant or whatever. I know she was like, I don't want my label to drop me or whatever, okay? Period, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. But, you know, I loved it. I feel like I never grew up with like an OG album release. You know, I see all these like videos of like, let's say like the early 2000s of these celebrities doing like, you know, doing CD signings, you know, doing all these events and all these like activations. And I feel like you don't really see that with all these modern artists. You may see it here and there, like in prominent cities, but Cardi B was down here in Houston in Walmart. She was in all these different random, at a Hot Topic. I don't even know where it was, but you know, she was actually going down with the fans, taking pictures, you know, dancing or whatever. And I love that. I hate a meet and greet. And this is like off topic, like let's say like Fuerza Regida, which is like a band with a singer. And you know, when they do meet and greets, they're wearing all like these like flashy designer stuff with sunglasses. And they're like, the person standing behind them, like there's like a rope. And they're just like standing like this. Like that is not a proper meet and greet. A proper, like if I ever got famous and I did a meet, I want to hug you. I want to say thank you so much for appreciating me. Like, I want to be freaking grateful. And I feel like Cardi B did that with her rollout with this new album. Did I really like this album? I'm not going to sit here and lie. It's not Invasion of Privacy, which is her... She only has 2 albums. Her first album, I can go from first to start, bumping that, bumping that, bumping that. I can listen to it. Let's say if I'm driving to Houston, I can bump that whole album and there's no skips. This new one, but that's just me with new music. It takes me a while to kind of like listen to it. There's some few bangers that I like, but it's not Invasion of Privacy. I wish other artists would get off their ego and do things like this. I know you can be like, you know, security, they can pay for security, the label can pay for it, okay? We can do a little metal detector, okay? Things don't have to go bad like a few weeks ago with other people, but you know, no tea, no shade, but you know, you can have safety procedures put in set to do things like this. Or you know, like when it was OG YouTube days, like those like after I graduated high school, like Jeffree Star Cosmetics meet and greet, or like Morphe meet and greets, like, you know, I love to see that. I love like the interaction of people. I think it's so beautiful. Like, you know, you're in line for Cardi B. Okay, what's your favorite Cardi B song? Oh, I like this. Or how far did you drive? Where are you coming from? Like, I just love like humans being humans, interacting with people. I just love that. And that's like, that goes like for my job. Like, I just love my job because I just love interacting with people. I love making people's day. Like, I just love connecting with people. And I don't know, that's just something that social media cannot replace. Like, that's not something that AI can replace. Like, that is something that it's just like, it's a human thing. And I just love to see more of that. So Cardi B, okay, sprinkle sprinkle, kudos to you, because I did love that album rollout that you did. Going to be TikTok shop. I can't tell you how many messages in a single day I get on TikTok shop. Do I want this free product? Do I want to free this product? Do I want to review this product? Like, TikTok shop gives like Amazon quality products to show. TikTok shop gives cheap. It gives mugrero for the most part. There are some nice things. I have never purchased anything from the TikTok shop. Okay, let's make that clear. If I need something, like, and I can wait, instead of buying it from Amazon, I will buy it from Alibaba. But if I need it fast, I don't have an Amazon account, I'll literally text my best friend, I need this ASAP, ship it to the house, and keep it moving. If I can avoid buying it from Amazon, I will. But I don't know, I think TikTok shop gives tacky vibes. It gives cheap vibes. Like, unless you're like a business owner like Boss Up Cosmetics, which I think she's bomb, she's doing a killing. I think she does it well because it's her brand that she's promoting. But I don't know, I think some of these like little corny commercials, like I see men trying to advertise like underwear, women trying to advertise like these cheap leggings, like, you know, gimmicky makeup, like just a bunch of freaking junk. I'm sorry, maybe it's gonna take a few years until like more like established things happen on TikTok shop, but I don't see myself ever like advertising on TikTok shop, like me like, oh, advertising this, buy this through my affiliate link. maybe my ego could be a little too high, but I don't know, it gives tacky, it gives cheap. If I'm gonna advertise something, I'll just do like an affiliate link on my YouTube video or like on my Instagram story and keep it more cutesy and something that deletes after 24 hours, you know what I mean? But I don't like at TikTok shops. Every time I see a TikTok shop ad, I just swipe past it. I don't even want to watch it. Like, it gives tacky, it gives cheap. I'm just not a big fan of it. If you make money and you're supporting your family and you love it, if you like it, I love it, okay? Yeah, guys, those are my unpopular opinions for the month. Hopefully you guys liked it. A little conversation. I feel like a little bit more happy. Ando de buenas horas. You know, a veces tengo mis días de mamón o grosero. I never am those things, but I'm just playing around. But I don't know. Today I'm just kind of feeling groovy or whatever. But I want to hear your conversations down in the comment section. The conversation doesn't just stop after this video ended. I would love to hear it. Stay tuned because next week I'll finally be doing my unboxing for the new designer bag that I bought. My first expensive designer bag that I have bought like in 4 years, that was over like $4,000. We will do an unboxing. We will talk about it. It will be a whole video. I thought about just doing a TikTok video, but it deserves a whole sit down video. So we will talk about it because I'm so excited to show it to you guys. But sprinkle guys, definitely leave the conversation down in the comment section because I definitely los quiero escucharlos in those comment sections ahí abajo. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys, y se cuidan mucho, and just know, sprinkle that I love you, okay?